you a struggling VA virtual assistant? Are you launching a VA business? Are you already in the trenches of starting a business, but you're realizing that you need a website or a portfolio? Hopefully both. Stay tuned because I have just what you need. Hi, I'm Aubrey from bosssaga.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a content and design specialist, and I love all things web design and all things content. So if that sounds interesting to you, I have tons of tips about automation, tools that I use, and secrets that people don't want you to know. So if that sounds interesting, consider subscribing before you head out. Today's video is something I'm incredibly, it blew my mind when I first discovered this. Who does this help? So in the short term, if you need a website today and you have zero money to play with, or you just want something live right now that's simple, fun, and easy to make, this is definitely for you. So if you're just beginning, or if you've already had, tried your luck without a website or portfolio or something like that, something to link back to so that you can turn prospects into clients, this might be the option you're looking for. However, please don't use this long term. There's so many reasons why, and I won't list them here, future video for sure. But for my sake, just pinky promise that this is a short-term solution until you can find your piggy bank and shake it up a little bit to get yourself a proper website. Pinky promise? Okay. So I have never done this in my life, and I needed a solution around the temporary problem I'm fixing or I'm going through. So in order to fix this, I have a portfolio on Canva. Did you know that you can actually have a website on Canva that they host? No, I didn't either. So this is what I came up with. I'm not going to go through my portfolio, to be totally honest. I'm just going to kind of point out a few things that I think are helpful, and then I'm moving on. If you want to use this as your website and your portfolio, I would recommend doing this kind of with call to actions. And I think that that's the most important thing about this whole portfolio. And I will link my portfolio for as an example for you in the description. So if you want to actually go through this at your own pace, the link to my portfolio is in the description. So have no fear, you can just link to this down below. I like it to look a certain way, and this is just beautiful. So I have a little note that, scroll down, there's more, because there's no menu or there's no scroll bar. So it's it's just a blank page that has content design portfolio. So I would recommend, if you're doing this and you like this template, there is no menu or scroll bar, add a call to action or a note that just gives the people who are looking at this something to know what to do. You want to give every bit of instruction so that they stay on this and so that they hire you. So as you scroll, you can have your About Me page, you can have your services page, you can have a couple of things about you, your skills or whatever, your testimonials, your work, and then you can also, what I did, my portfolio was a little bit weird just because I have different things that I wanted to include. So this is my web design stuff, but I also have social media graphics and copywriting graphics as of right now, working on getting my photo editing portfolio up in Atom. And then I'm working on getting permission to use a couple of videos for my portfolio for video editing. So those aren't live yet. But you'll notice that at the end or at the bottom of every single slide, I have a call to action that says, go back to my own website. I'm very impressed with what you can do with Canva. This button takes you back to my services page. So now that they've looked at my portfolio, instead of sending them back home, I want them to look at my services page because it has my pricing, it has my lead capture and all of that stuff. So how do you do this? Let me find the tab. So you want to go to canva.com and you want to search for websites. You can also search the word portfolio, and some of them will be in this template. But if you search website, it will take you to a whole bunch of actual like templates that are pre-designed. I took one as inspiration, but then I kind of broke it down, and it doesn't look like it did whenever I got my hands on it. But there's tons and tons and tons of these templates that you can start with. You can change. If you're really, Canva savvy, you can actually just do all sorts of things, or you can create one yourself. I have, a page about me. I have what I do, how I do it, essentially. And then I have mixed together. I have the project sample with a couple of testimonials. And then I have the other links to the other parts of my portfolio, depending on what people are interested in. They can find it and all of that stuff. I will say, if you're going to do this, I would absolutely, at the top of the documents, I would have a call to action that takes them back to this portfolio. So that way it is an interactive experience and they don't get lost, or they don't have to hit the back button. Just something to consider. But now that we've all created this, I'm just going to assume that it's been a couple of minutes, or it's been a hot minute, and you're back. So how do you go from this to a web page? Right? So how do you go from the original stuff? Let me show you. Up here, it says publish as website. Normally it says like publish or share or something like that. These are all of the different templates that you can use. So presentation is just basically like a PowerPoint presentation where people have the buttons on either side, and it's a little bit more helpful in that it guides the people where you want them to go. But let's just say like that's just not your thing. I chose the scrolling option. So that's the single page with the parallax effect. Love the word parallax as a designer. It's like one of my faves. But they also have a classic navigation. I guess you can make this look nicer up here if you come here and just rename this instead of like, so contact me, right? So now theoretically we can share this as a website with classic navigation, and it would replace work with me to contact me. Cool. So yeah, it does update. So you can use this as kind of like a way to help them navigate through it. And then the other option is to do a standard page with the thing. And this actually does look like a website, and it does have the floating navigation, which is helpful. I wish you could do something with it, more with it, maybe change the color or font or something, but it is what it is. It's just Canva. It's not a real website. But if you are strapped for cash and you need something up today, do this. It's so easy to do, and it took me less than 2 hours to do this whole thing. And that was just me playing around with all the stuff that I could do. Once I got my template going, it took me less than 30 minutes to like get all the screenshots added in, and it's so easy. So if you have any questions, leave your comments in the description. Leave your comments in the comment section down below, and I will do my best to answer them. If you would like more videos about all my tips, tricks, or strategies on how to up-level your business at all, definitely leave your video requests in the comments down below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this was helpful. Definitely subscribe on your way out. I will see you in the next video. Take care and have a lovely day. Bye.